Hello, everyone, and welcome to week number 4. Of course, this is the week that the Auditing Your Leadership assignment is due. Just a reminder that the audio from the optional synchronous Zoom call last week is up in the course news and bulletins. I suggest you take a look at that or listen to it, and also the supplementary document to assist you with the week 4 Auditing Your Leadership assignment. If you have any questions about it this week, please get a hold of me and I'll be happy to help. This week in week 4 is all about empathetic listening and empathetic understanding. The learning outcomes for this week, leaders will understand and reflect on the importance of finding opportunities to gain authentic knowledge about the experiences of your stakeholders and connect the paradigm of empathetic understanding with stakeholder engagement. Of course, we had 3 readings. All of them, my notes on each of them are in the course news and bulletins now. There's an example of school leaders understanding the experience of their students. That's from the course text. There's an example of leaders understanding mostly internal stakeholders, their employees, but also a bit external in the Bonsu article. And finally, an example with the article out of Norway with the multiple authors around an organization setting up stakeholders to engage with each other and support them through those processes. So 3 different examples of the same thing, trying to find ways to gain empathetic understanding. So going into the unit notes a bit, this is about how leaders can find opportunities to gain authentic knowledge about the experiences of their stakeholders. With that, hopefully we can make ethical decisions anchored in the values represented by our community, and it has the potential to better facilitate collaboration with and feedback to stakeholders. So basically, if you know how people are feeling and why they're feeling that way, it's going to make a difference in how you interact with them. So it's about empowering stakeholders. A great example of that is the healthcare project that we read about this week. There are 2 DQs this week. The first one, as a leader, how do you currently engage in empathetic understanding with stakeholders in your organization? It's a great example to give a specific example and link it back to theory. If you're not in a leadership position, much like the supplementary document, you can say, if I was a leader, here's what I do, or as a stakeholder, here's what I see leaders doing. Any approach on that or any tweak to that question would be fine if you're not currently a leader. If you are, you can also provide examples and link that to theory. The second DQ says, how would adopting elements of empathetic understanding leadership support or challenge your ability to engage with all stakeholders? So it's an easy thing to say that, hey, this would be a great thing to do, but it's also going to create some challenges. You're going to open yourself up in ways that you might not otherwise. This is not one-way communication where you're just dropping the odd thing on social media. So think about how it would help you engage, but also some of the possible challenges. So in DQ1, you're really talking about examples of how empathetic understanding could be done in an organization. In DQ number 2, what you're doing is saying, here's some ways it would help the organization, but also here are some potential challenges that it may create. So the questions are certainly interdependent, but not quite the same. So I'll see you in the DQs, and watch out for my week 3 feedback that's coming to you soon, and have a great week, everybody.